Next reader, Maureen McNeil, is the author of one collection of poems, 2 books of short stories, and 3 novels. The latest is called Tinker Street, a coming-of-age story in the Woodstock of the 1990s, and just published is her first nonfiction book, co-authored with Mercedes Cabbage Stock, called Mercy. It's a 30-year love story about surviving illness, poverty, and a murder, and becoming mother and daughter. Let's hear it for Maureen McNeil.
As the director of the Lee Strasberg Theater and Film Institute, I interviewed 3 or 4 prospective students from around the world every day, budding actors of all ages and ethnicities, bearing gifts of Chanel No. 5 and dreams of becoming the next Marlon Brando or Marilyn Monroe. I knew I had to do good because I believe in dreams, and dreams need nurturing. Marilyn's dream of becoming the next Jean Harlow began while watching Saturday matinees as a little girl with her mother. I told the actors that they had to work hard, learn Lee's sense memory exercises, take good care of themselves, and like Marilyn, give every scene your best shot. Because, I added, becoming a star isn't like Clark Kent entering a phone booth and coming out Superman. But I began to wonder about my spiel, exactly who is the mortal behind the icon. The first time I imagined Marilyn as a human being was in Norman Roston's poetry workshop. Every week, Roston talked about Marilyn and his neighbor Arthur Miller and how Marilyn loved his cats and his daughter Patricia, and how Patricia adored Marilyn's story of riding a pink elephant in Madison Square Garden. So I rewatched all of Marilyn's movies and read every biography I could find, 50 in fact, each with its own conflicting information. I came across a photo of Marilyn hugging a tree behind a big romantic house in Claverack, a place Hollywood types spent discreet weekends, and began to think of her as an early hippie. She drank brewer's yeast, recommended by Adele Davis, hung out on the beach with Timothy Leary after meeting him at a party, and was neither a consumer nor a gold digger. She set up a trust fund for her mother, a college fund for Norman Roston's daughter, and she supported Ella Fitzgerald by sitting in the front row of the Mocambo Club every day for a month. Then on August 1st, 1962, Marilyn broke the studio system, winning a $1 million contract with 20th Century Fox. When I left the Institute 6 years later, Anna Strasberg gave me an Hermé journal, and I spontaneously began writing a fictional diary in Marilyn's voice. For example, on April 5th, 1962, the night Marilyn won her 3rd Golden Globe Award, she skipped the after party. When she couldn't sleep, she called the White House. It was late, but Jackie picked up, congratulated her on the award, and asked about her dress. Was it a Norel? Yes, thanks, Jackie, Marilyn said. Norel's my favorite designer. Is you-know-who available? I have an early film shoot tomorrow, and it would help me relax if he could recite a little poem. So Jackie put him on. Congratulations, Marilyn, the Oscar is next, he said. I have a very chaste Emily Dickinson poem for you, Wild Nights. Do you know it? I do, she said. Wild nights, were I with thee, wild nights would be our luxury. Ah, he said, please, recite one of your own. I hear you and Roston are putting a collection together. Okie dokie, Mr. President. Small talk rubs me wrong, lips speak much longer, just kiss. Marilyn, you are a force of nature and so delicate, he said. And just like that, like the starry-eyed Strasberg students, millions and millions of others around the world, I fell in love with Marilyn Monroe, both the comedic blonde bombshell she created and the mere mortal, the sweet, sensitive, talented actor who never gave up her dream.